Alright, I didn't see this coming, but I kind of did. It's the Wilk Report. I'm Michael Wilk, coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio, with some news on the Seth MacFarlane front and what this could mean for the Orville, because it seems that MacFarlane is leaving 20th Century Fox, his home of 20 years, for NBC Universal. So let's go ahead and get to our first article. This is from Deadline.com, dated January 20th, 2020. Seth MacFarlane inks mega TV overall deal with NBC Universal Content Studios, leaving 20th Century Fox Television. Family Guy and the Orville creator Seth MacFarlane is leaving his longtime studio home at 20th Century Fox Television after more than 2 decades for a giant 9-figure television deal at NBC Universal Content Studios. No one would comment, but I hear the pact is for 5 years and worth at least $200 million. So that's basically $40 million a year for 5 years. NBCU Content Studios, the new business unit encompassing Universal Television, Universal Content Products, and NBC Universal International Studios under Bonnie Hammer, is announcing itself in a big way by bringing in MacFarlane, one of the A-list creators on the white-hot overall deal market, as its first major talent deal. NBCU Content Studios UCP and Universal TV each have mega deals on their rosters with the likes of Sam Esmail, Dick Wolf, Mike Schur, Tina Fey, and Robert Carlock, among others. MacFarlane was brought into the NBCU fold through UCP president Dawn Olmsted, with her unit expected to take lead in working with MacFarlane. I hear 20th TV made a spirited effort to keep MacFarlane at the studio, where he had spent his entire TV career so far, but was outbid by NBCU, which stepped up in a major way. After creating Family Guy, currently celebrating its 20th anniversary, which has made billions of dollars for 20th Century Fox Television, and co-creating another successful adult animated series, American Dad, MacFarlane has focused on passion projects for the past few years, creating and starring in the sci-fi dramedy The Orville, which is relocating from Fox to Hulu for Season 3, and reviving docu-educational series Classic Cosmos. Then, of course, we move over to Digital Spy, how Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane's huge new deal will impact the show. Will we still be seeing Peter Stewie and company? Well, I'm more concerned about The Orville right now, but yeah, let's go ahead and read from this. While Seth MacFarlane may have landed a huge deal with network NBC Universal, it seems Family Guy fans do not need to worry. The star has just signed a new deal away with the company after his one with Fox, where Family Guy airs, expired last year. The new 5-year deal is worth a reported $200 million. That means MacFarlane and his company Fuzzy Door will produce TV projects for NBC Universal's networks and platforms. However, it appears shows such as Family Guy and American Dad will not be affected by MacFarlane's move, and he will continue to work on them. I'm extremely honored to be partnering with Dawn Olmsted and the entire UCP team, he said via The Hollywood Reporter. My relationship with Universal predates this new chapter, and if my experience producing television with UCP is anything like the experience I've had producing films with the company, it will be an exciting and creatively fulfilling one for me and for Fuzzy Door. I'm especially inspired by all of the opportunities that NBC Universal Content Studios has to offer with George and Bonnie at the helm. I will remain indebted to my good friend Dana Walden and the team at 20th for their collaborative partnership over the years, and I look forward to our continued work together on Family Guy, American Dad, and The Orville. So he's still going to be over at Fox with The Orville and his other 2 shows, but he will, of course, be doing new projects over at NBC Universal. So yeah, this is an interesting development because, what have we been seeing coming from Seth MacFarlane over the last few years? We've seen The Orville, which is his love letter to Star Trek, and it's actually more Star Trek than whatever CBS is crapping out since 2009. I'm not quite sure what to make of this, but yeah, because it seems like this has been underway for a while. We got the first hint of things possibly changing last year when it seemed that Fox, under Disney ownership, was taking its sweet time renewing its contract with MacFarlane, and this kind of put the fate of The Orville, after it had completed its 2nd season, kind of up in the air. And then we finally got word, later on in the year that The Orville would be getting a 3rd season, and that should be airing soon, actually. So we'll see what happens, because I would like to see The Orville continue. It's a great show. It continues a tradition of Star Trek, which unfortunately shows what the actual Star Trek label no longer seem to be doing, and the people behind them don't care to be doing it. But here we have Seth MacFarlane over at Fox with The Orville continuing the Star Trek tradition. But word is out that he has been kind of frustrated in that he doesn't want to be pigeonholed into doing animated comedies for the rest of his career. He wants to branch out and do other stuff. That's why he wanted to do the Orville. And as the Deadline article says, he wants to go ahead and kind of revive the show Cosmos, which is another show that I actually grew up liking. This is something that, offers him more opportunities. Now, he's not going to be involved in each and every single one of them. Looks like he's going to be kind of like heading up and getting the ball rolling on these projects and kind of overseeing them all, but he's not going to be directly involved in all of them. So yeah, pretty interesting development here. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. If you like what you've heard and you want to hear more, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever we upload new content. Like this video, share it. If you want to help support the channel, keep the lights on, and help us bring you more content, head over to our Patreon or Subscribe Star page. We can't do this without you. Until next time, this is Michael Wilk for the Wilk Report saying take care. Good night. I'm out.